I wanted to do a video here about Ford Motor Company and how they're Tesla copycats. Denise, I want to tell you some new stuff. Denise and I've talked about some of this stuff before, but you may not know, Denise, that Ford just announced that they are putting restrictions on resales of cars. Two types of restrictions. On their electric vehicles, if you're leasing an electric vehicle, they are not going to allow you to even have the option to buy at the end of the lease. That is exactly what Tesla has said. Initially, they had some leases on Model 3s and things. I don't even know if they have leases anymore. But they said that from the very beginning, if you're going to lease the car, you'll have no option to buy it back, because they want it for their fleet of robo-taxis. Now, Ford didn't say that. But they're saying, they're doing it straight out of Tesla's playbook. They're doing that.
What are they going to do with all those useless cars?
Well, they say they want it for the battery packs and things. That's what they're saying. So, because there's a shortage of all these components right now. And the other thing is, the dealers are marking up all these cars, especially the electric cars. And they want resale restrictions on your car if you buy it new from them. What they're saying is that, like, if you buy it, you can't sell it for a year, or if you do, it can't be for more than you paid. So, because people are flipping cars, and that's worked successfully with Teslas. A lot of people who bought Teslas have been able to flip them for more money, or just about any car nowadays in the last year. If you bought it, it's worth more as a used car. But of course, there's always workarounds. The dealers, because the dealers are a big problem for Ford and all the other car companies now, with the rising prices and inventory shortages. So
how are they going to know how much you sold it for?
Yeah, they have to keep records, paperwork, I guess.
Well, how? They can't. I mean, once you have a clear title to something, it's yours.
Well, I guess there's a record of that somewhere. Well, the thing is, there's going to be a workaround, like there always is. Like some people are saying the dealers are already getting around some of these restrictions for additional dealer markup. I guess there's some of those too. And they're saying that what the dealers are doing is they're retitling it in another name and selling it as a used car. Then they can mark it up as much as they want. You know, just with like 10 miles on it as a used car.
Unions are lifelong.
Well, it's just that they don't own it anymore. It's not being sold as new. The restrictions are on new vehicles. They're just selling it to themselves and then reselling it as a used car. Usually that's a bad thing if you think about it, right? You don't want that. You want to buy it new. The dealers want to sell it as new, because otherwise the price has gone down the minute you buy it. Well, yeah. There we go. But yeah, spider webs. Okay. The other things in the past, this is older stuff, is that Tesla's has no dealers, of course. None. And Ford doesn't like it either. Ford's, again, copying. These are being kind of progressive. And they're saying that in the future, all electric cars are going to be sold direct to consumer. And the dealer and service buildings that are out there will just be used to service the vehicles and to quickly deliver them. But the dealer model as they know it will not exist. Okay, it'll just be all online sales, like basically Tesla does now. Non-commissioned, non-middle person. They're also saying that for their electric car division, which is going to be called, Model E, I think. All electric cars are going under the Model E nameplate for Ford. And they're saying that in addition to no dealers for those cars going forward, they're not going to advertise. That's what they say. Because Tesla said that too. And Elon said, he's clarified recently now that, it's because demand exceeds supply. Why do we need to advertise? And I guess he's right, as long as demand exceeds supply. And I guess Ford is seeing that also with their electric vehicles. But with any vehicle nowadays, actually, you could say that almost. Unless you got a particularly slow-selling model, right? Maybe you want to advertise that. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video. I guess you know now, basically Ford is totally copycatting Tesla, which probably is good for their survival at this point in time. Because I predicted, for years that a lot of these ICE manufacturers, traditional companies, will go out of business altogether. They just won't be able to compete. They won't be able to survive. And and actually some of this stuff, to clarify, Ford has said that they backtracked on the advertising. Oh yeah, maybe we will for some cars, we'll advertise, but they're like, that's just a goal to get down to no advertising, because that'll change the whole structure. I've done videos on this too about how all the automotive reviewers are in bed basically with the automotive manufacturers, because the reviewers rely on free cars provided to them, and they also rely on advertising that these companies do in their publications or on YouTube or whatever, the same platforms that they're producing their videos on. So it's a conflict of interest. It's a terrible conflict of interest. Maybe that'll change with Ford, and maybe others will announce. So let me know in the comments what you know about this. If you know about there's other car companies that are like this, doing similar things, I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. And if you think Tesla will keep up with the no advertising policy, no paid promotions, I think that they will. I think that Elon is just so tired of the whole system because it's so corrupt. And he's been successful, even though he's throwing it out there recently that Tesla might go bankrupt in the next couple of years because they have all these big factories and they're not producing enough cars. Not because there's not the demand, it's because they can't get the supplies to build the cars, which is a whole other issue. So any closing thoughts, Denise?
Nope. I hope Tesla does well.
Yeah.
I have Tesla stock.
Yeah, and if you own any S&P 500 stock, you own Tesla too. So everybody owns Tesla stock now. And yeah, we'll see how the future plays out with the traditional ICE manufacturers, if anybody else follows suit. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.